Archie, you're late. Archie, you're late. You got to start the show, man. Come on, man. Get the show going, man. Come on, man. Get the show going. Energy, sunshine, energy, fat boy. Come on, get the show going. Let's get this baby off the ground. Hello, Lux. What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this?
What?
What sort of avatar? Fuck me.
That's my little peanut. Hello, peanut. Oh, cute.
Hello, Peanut.
That's my dog. I got a new
Fucking
dog.
hell.
It's my new dog. All right, do you want me to change it?
Fucking hell. How you been, man? How you been?
I'm okay. Do you want me to change the picture?
No, just it's okay.
Well, I can say it. Basically,
it's okay. I'm looking at porn most of the time anyhow. It doesn't really matter. I'm looking at porn.
So looking at Peanut, would that give you a hard on or a soft on?
Oh, fuck. That's just...
I found him on the street. He's a little street dog, okay? He's my little Peanut. Oh, Peanut, come. Bine on.
I tell you what, dogs in Thailand have got it fucking tough.
Oh, he's got a good life. He's on the street. He's getting all the scraps. He's got a good fucking life. Freedom, scraps. Fuck.
Hey, it sounds like our YouTube career. We got freedom.
We're getting all the scraps.
We got straps. Hey.
By the way, turn on the super chat button. Turn it on.
Yeah. No, it was. Hey, what's going on, man? What's going on? Talk to me. What's happening, man?
Yeah, so I got this new dog on the street. It's a street dog.
Fuck.
It's called Peanut. I got a new girlfriend as well. Let me show you my new girlfriend. Just 1 second.
Yes.
I got rid of the old one because she became 26 years old and You know,
Yes.
I get rid of them before they get too old. This is my girlfriend, my new girlfriend. Her name is Greta. Greta, not Greta Thunberg, but just Greta. The original Greta.
Foo.
She's a fucking feisty lady, she is. Oh la la. Wouldn't you love to have a piece of that meat, Archie?
Mm.
No?
No.
You know what this teaches you? Life could be fucking worse. You could have Greta as a fucking girlfriend and you could have Peanut as a fucking pet.
Yes.
So what's happening? What's the latest?
No. What's happening?
Can I show you something? I mean, something else? Archie.
Yes.
Okay. I'll turn on the camera on. Camera on. I went shopping today and I bought some some goodies. Okay. Do you know what these are?
Let me have a look. What are they? Twists.
Have you ever seen these before? Because we know Archie loves his licorice. Raspberry flavor licorice twist with milk chocolate. And they look like that.
Are they delicious?
50-50.
I like raspberry. Raspberry is my favorite.
It's made in Australia. Was it
expensive?
No, it's actually quite cheap. I think it's just cheaper than what it costs in Australia. It cost. Let me work it out in Aussie dollars.
Hey, Dis! How are you, man?
Hey, what's up?
Hey, Dis.
Cost me $3.50. Aussie dollars. $3.50. Is that cheap? Is that expensive? What's wrong? I'm asking. Is cheap expensive?
$3. What's that? $3 what?
Okay, I'll say it for the sixth time. I bought this licorice. It's in Australian dollars. It's $3.50. Australian licorice. Is that cheap or is it expensive?
That's about That's it's actually cheap. It's cheap.
Yeah. So you think it's cheap, right? And it's been imported all the way from Australia.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
Deal.
No, that's fair enough.
Yeah. Do you want one?
Yeah, I would love one. Can you give one to Dis as well?
Yeah, 1 second.
Yeah, please.
If I share them to everyone, I won't have any left for myself, Archie.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
No, but it's okay. I'll give you my last one, okay?
Okay.
Here you go. Do you want me to break it open for you?
Sure.
Slowly. Well, I don't like
it. Please don't do that. I'm fucking craving this. Stop it. Put it away.
No.
Are they nice?
It's 50-50. I've already answered that question. 50-50. It's edible. What porn are you looking at today, Archie?
Actually, what I'm actually doing is I'm actually uploading. What I do is I make videos, and I don't just roll them out.
You slow roll them out. Yes, no.
And then I've just made a video saying that people didn't like my choices. Rebuilding my collection from scratch. I made a 3-piece. So what I try and do is on the Archie Luxury channel is release them.
No. What he tries to do, he finds a subject to talk about, and then he talks about it for 10 fucking weeks. So now he's made a video about the same fucking subject.
Yeah, you're right. Should
we talk about it again today?
It's an important subject.
No, it's. I gotta be honest with you. I think as far as the look, it is tough. Okay, it's tough. It's I'm trying to schedule stuff. To Monday is the 20th. I've got what I do is I schedule 3 videos on my. Sorry.
Oh no, nothing.
It's okay. I like to try and get these videos happening. So
Super chat.
I'm gonna have to move this to a. So I'll move that to Wednesday. Do that.
Super chat.
Super chat. Ali Reza, $10.33. I can't sleep. Sing me a lullaby. Have fun and a good show, fellas.
Come by.
Da, da, da. No, we're gonna sing. Da 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 da. Let me give you some tips on how to sleep. If you are having trouble sleeping, let me give you a couple. I got 3 pointers on how to get yourself to sleep. Number 1, don't count sheep. Don't do that. Okay. Number 1 is you think you're on an economy flight. Okay. No. Listen to me. Think you're on an economy flight. You've just got on. It's 2 a.m. in the morning. Okay. It's an economy flight. And you've just realized the row across from you, there's 4 seats in economy that are empty. And you get your ass over there and you can lie down. Lie down. This is like poor man's first class. And that's always made me appreciate it and sleep. And what you want to do is, what I normally do is, if you've got a battery charger, just put that in your bed because that simulates a seat buckle. Okay?
Okay.
If you're in economy, you got the seat buckles digging into you. Next thing is, I did cab driving, taxi driving, and fuck me dead. When you did a night shift, you started at 4 in the afternoon. By about 1 a.m., you were fucking exhausted. And then you go home. I would quickly. I just remember when I was doing taxi night shifts in the afternoon. I go home. I have a shower, brush my teeth, shower, dry, and then lie down. And that was just heaven to be in bed. Heaven to be in bed. That was just fucking heaven.
So can you continue with the lullaby?
Da da dum, da da dum, da 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 dum, bum ba.
I thought it was meant to make you. I hope you go to sleep, not wake you up.
But I got to tell you, the best thing is economy. You're flying Emirates, and you've just noticed 4 seats. Oh fuck. But
you know,
what you do is to stop other people pinching it. There's 4 seats, so you sit a second from them in the middle. You want to hog the whole row up. That's what you do. You hog it up. I've been there, man. I've been there.
Archie, I made a mistake though. I made a mistake when I tried to do that. So I saw 4 seats, right? I saw the 4 seats. I was like, fuck yeah. I'm going to get the whole fucking row to myself. I didn't realize, because I was in the middle of the section, that the very front row of seats, they don't have they have blocked sections between the seats that you can't move. I was like, what the fuck? I've just moved all my shit to the front, the emergency row, and you can't lift up the armrest. It's all blocked in.
Yeah.
So never get the row at the front.
No, that's a rookie mistake. Rookie mistake.
That's why you come to the Archieverse, to learn the tricks of the trade.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Rebuilding my collection from scratch. The punters hate my choices. I've got a video there on the punters hating what I decided to do.
So when is this video being released?
I got 3-part series, starts on Monday, 3 parts. We're going to release it slowly.
Slow.
I've also got a video why my Honda Civic will outlive my BMW.
Oh, Okay.
I've made a few videos like that. Solving the housing crisis, tiny house plots of land for the taking. That video is not doing so well. Solving the housing crisis, ideal tiny house plots of land for the taking. Nobody likes my fucking videos. Someone recommended there's a place called a cemetery. You can buy a small plot for $2,000. Yeah. What do you think?
You know, another mistake I made on the airplane.
Yes.
Sitting next to the fucking toilet. You don't want to sit next to the toilet because it's fucking busy. Try and get to sleep when there's smell of shit next to you and a row of 10 people trying to get to the toilet.
Yeah, but sometimes you get allocated seats. You can't. Do you pay for allocation? See, I don't.
Hell
no. No. Sometimes the worst seat is middle of the middle. Don't you think? Middle of the middle at the back of the plane.
I always get the window seat.
I like window. You like because at least with the window you've got that side to yourself. You know
you can
what I mean?
lean on the window.
You can lean on the window. Yeah.
Because if you're in the aisle, you're going to lean and fall into. Not going to fall, but you're going to obstruct the lady with the cart. So she's going to keep pushing you to move your arms away and your legs away. But then the good thing about the aisle is you can put your legs out into the aisle. Sometimes.
Yeah,
Anthony Napolitano says, I saw your housing plots video. You should take off your long intro to your video. Okay, thank you, Anthony. Did you like the video? Families do not want tiny houses from NATO.
Single men. Did you hear about
to convince the missus? Look, you know what, Anthony? I'll tell you what the answer is. See, I never understood. You told me that it was. Look, you just got to re-engage. Everybody likes a bit of intimacy. Okay, you just got to re-engage. That's all you have to do. Re-engage, Anthony.
Easier said
You got to
than done.
No, you got to just re-engage. Say, hey, honey, it's looking really great. Throw a few compliments. That's what I would be doing.
Or just get a bit on the side, and then you can play around with a bit on the side.
No, but he wants to re-engage with his wife. That's very good. You just gotta say, hey, honey, you just gotta make her feel good and go in there. It's sex is a good thing. Look, one of the few things in life. Sex is one of the few things we can enjoy, you know.
Literally.
Wait, I need to turn my camera on for this one. Just 1 second. Just 1 second. Archie, I'm going in there.
Sorry, I apologize.
Sorry, I do apologize. Did you hear about Paul Thorpe? Not Paul. Yeah, Paul Thorpe. He was on an airplane and it diverted.
To where?
Well, he left LA and then he got up in the air. He went to sleep. He woke up and it says, we'll be landing in 10 minutes at LAX. And he's like, what the fuck? Huh? What? He thought he was having a dream and he actually diverted back to LAX. Apparently the engine failed. One of the engines failed.
Wow.
Shit, so, who was he flying with?
Some American airline, I think.
Jeez, that's nasty stuff.
I think
that's not good. You don't.
So you know what's even worse than that?
What's that?
He arrived back to LAX safely.
Yeah.
After a few hours of waiting, he thought that they were looking for a new plane, right? Because the fucking engine failed or what? Something wrong with the engine. He was wearing those the things you put in your ear, right, to block out the noise.
Pods. Yeah. Oh, okay. He missed the call.
Took them out. Huh?
Yeah, go on.
He took them out when he was on that plane that had problems. He put them next to on the seat. After 2-3 hours of waiting for the new airplane, eventually he got a new plane, or what he thought was a new plane. He went back to the same seat that he was allocated before. And
Yes.
it turns out his earbuds were still there. They gave him the same fucking plane. So now he's got a 12-hour fucking flight thinking, I'm on the same fucking plane that had an engine failure before. Fuck, imagine that.
Wow. That's pretty nasty stuff.
It reminds me of when you was on an airplane and it was diverted because of problems, right? What was the problem with your plane when it was diverted?
Had a oil pressure problem.
Thinking about when he was screaming at the fucking pilot or the air hostess.
I'm thinking about something else.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, that's right. It was, yeah, man, that's so.
What was wrong with it?
Anyhow, so tell me this, man. You know that was pretty scary. But you know, any landing where you don't die is a good landing. Remember that.
Okay. Fair dude.
Any landing where you can walk away, you know, that's what
But
they say.
Statistically, I think it's more likelihood you're going to get run over just walking across the road than it is on an airplane.
I don't know. You tell me.
Yeah, apparently.
I don't know.
Airplanes are very safe.
Yes, they can be.
They can be.
They can be, can't they?
Yeah. We got the Narc. Narc's in the house. Hello, Narc.
Oh, Narky. Hello. What's happened to Narc? You were
Jonathan
saying
Quayle Higgins is in the house.
Yeah, Narc. What's Narc up to?
Marcelo as well is in the house. We got them all. Come on, jump in.
Narky, jump on. Come on, you're all welcome. We love you all. Come on. Don't be upset. Don't be angry. They get funny, don't they? They get funny. What do they do?
Tell me. Who's angry? Who's upset?
I don't know. They just get funny at times.
I don't know.
You know.
So, Jonathan, jump on. Tell us some of your stories. We'd love to hear some of your airplane stories or any kind of stories. We love stories. Do you have any stories to share this?
Plane stories?
Yeah, any kind of like stuff like crazy stories.
When I was a kid, I was in a hotel in Eilat. Eilat is the most southern city of Israel.
Okay.
And some kid took a shit in the pool. So they evacuated the pool. That's what I have.
Wait, you were swimming in the pool at the same time?
No, I wasn't, but all the people were, and just took a huge dump in the middle of the pool, and everyone were evacuated. And it was a shitty ordeal.
Evacuation, shit in the pool. Have you ever took a piss in the pool? Because I have to say, no. I have. I took a piss in the pool.
No, in the sea, in the Mediterranean Sea, yes.
Archie, have you ever urinated in a swimming pool?
No, I don't have a desire to do that. It's not
Sometimes
something.
you can't control it, and you're just like, shit. The toilets are 200 meters away, and I'm sitting in this lukewarm water. Let me just, relieve myself. Hey, Jonathan, welcome.
Hello, Jonathan Quayle. How are you?
Hey.
How are you, man? What's going on with you? Talk to me.
I'm just listening to your plane stories and thought I'm going to tell you about my most horrible flight experience that I had.
Yes, please do. Please do. Which airline?
So it must have been in 1989 or 1919, just after the German reunification.
Yes.
And we went to Eastern Berlin to fly to Turkey on a Turkish charter plane.
Yes.
The company was called Sun Express.
Yes.
And I've researched them before. Turned out they had exactly two planes. Both of them were Tupolev.
Tupolev. That's the Russian planes. Yes.
Yeah. So we sat in the plane. The first thing that I recognized was there was a smell of smelly feet in that plane, which was almost unbearable. But anyhow, beggars can't be choosers. So I looked around. So all the exit signs, everything was written in Russian. So apparently this was a former Aeroflot plane. that has been
Fucking
relabeled
dead.
then.
Former Aeroflot's got appalling standards, but keep going.
Exactly, yes. So we took then the way to Turkey. The compression, the air compression was terrible, and
Yes.
we missed, of course, the first landing. So we had to make another loop, and on the second landing we finally made it. Now, when I left the plane, I noticed that on one of the wings we had a massive ding, like 1.5 meters long. And later on, I told my pilot friend about that, and he told me that I should have never entered that particular plane. It was really a huge damage on one of the wings. Now on the flight back, we had the same plane. And I asked the stewardess if I could have a look in the cockpit. And she said yes, and she invited me to go into the cockpit. And there was a very young Turkish guy, a former Air Force pilot, which was really lifting up my confidence. But when I saw in the cockpit, all the marks, all the switches were labeled in Russian. And to make it understandable for him, he made those handmade stickers and stuck them over those panels. So there was a handwritten Turkish explanation about how the switches were positioned. So that is my experience.
Holy shit. There was 2 pilots or 1 pilot?
Two pilots, yeah.
Fuck me dead.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be flying with those sort of airlines, don't you think?
Well, yeah, that was a combined trip. So you didn't know before which airline you would be transported with. But in hindsight, I should never have entered that plane.
No, definitely not. You put your life at risk. And what was the damage to the wing? What was that from?
Apparently, they drove into something. I don't know. It was 1.5 meters wide and probably 0.5 meter deep.
Fuck!
And it was in the front end of the wing.
Fuck me dead.
Yeah.
What was the name of the airline again?
It was a Tupolev.
What was the name of the airline again?
Sun Express, if I know correctly, yeah.
I'm just having a quick check there.
So when we took that flight, I think the web page that I found said that they've been bankrupt half a year before, so that was not really encouraging.
It was a joint venture of Lufthansa and Turkish Airlines.
Okay.
See, Lufthansa is quite a high standard airline.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but that was certainly not Sun Express. Then it was something with Sun. It was not Sun Express, because you're right, that was a joint venture between Lufthansa and some Turkish airline. It was Sun, something with Sun.
In the comments, someone says, someone called Danger says, today I learned on the Archie Luxury live stream not to fly discount airlines.
Lesson learned. Yeah, that is Danger.
You
Will
learn
Robinson.
something new every day on the Archie Luxury.
Not somebody called Danger. It's Danger Will Robinson, man.
He's a legend.
Danger, Will Robinson.
Obama pilot, there are some foreign airlines I won't fly because they are so dangerous. Let me just bring the screen up for you people here. He says they are so fucking dangerous. Yes, indeed. Let's have a look here. He says he won't fly
Super Chat.
Turkish Airlines. Turkish hasn't killed anyone since having a huge accident in Amsterdam in 2009. Though that's really just due to luck.
Super Chat.
Fuck me, dear. That's Turkish Airlines. Sorry.
Oh.
Super chat. Patel Philippe, $7. Higgins, give us 3 points on why Patek is better than Lange.
Oh, Tanzil is trolling me now. So the first reason is because they have very old wristwatches that Lange doesn't have, because Lange has a long history of pocket watches. So you have some gorgeous, extraordinary wristwatches. The second reason, and I'm now getting into murky waters. They made that gorgeous Caliber 89 pocket watch, which I really adore. That was state of the art. Nothing similar came from Lange. The third reason is that it's more well known than Lange. There is no doubt about that. If you ask 100 luxury shoppers, probably 80 know Patek, and probably 30 will know Lange.
Fuck. Lion Air. I've flown Lion Air. Lion Air is considered one of the most dangerous airlines in the world and is blacklisted from flying into the European Union.
I've flown
Fuck.
Lion Air as well. Isn't that an Indonesian?
Indonesian, yeah.
Yeah. I've flown them as well.
Fuck me dead. Fuck, I didn't realize this. Did you
What is the
realize
safest
that?
airline in the world?
What?
Singapore,
What is the
maybe?
question? What's the
What is
question?
the safest?
Well, Qantas
safest-
hasn't had any crashes yet, but that's
El Al. El Al.
Huh?
The Israeli.
Oh, Israeli airline.
Yeah. Because if somebody tries to kidnap the plane, they hijack the plane. They get knocked the fuck out. So
But what
that's
about
the
the safety, like airplane, like the engine failure, a bird strike, a bird gets injected into the fucking engine, or
they have good pilots. I mean, they did have a crash, like in the Netherlands. Yeah, but one crash.
one crash that kills 400 people. It's okay, it's just one crash.
No, it was only the pilots and people on the ground.
Okay, fuck. Absolute Bore says Qantas.
yes.
Air Force
Comedic
One.
legend Daniel Katz says Con Air.
Con Air. That's for the prisoners who get flown around.
Nicolas Cage.
I think I showed it before to you, Archie. Have you seen that Hooters Air? Where you can have the Hooters ladies as your air hostesses?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, Jonathan, before you said about the smelly feet, can I just tell you a story about smelly feet on an airplane?
Oh, please.
Wait, before I say, we got a super chat. Crystal Kennedy.
Super chat.
Crystal Kennedy, $3. I'm a fan of Eva Air from Brisbane to Taipei, Taiwan. That's right. Eva Air is the Taiwanese airline. They got the Hello Kitty plane. They got the Hello Kitty.
Fuck. That's gonna give you confidence. But is it only Hello Kitty on the outside? Has it got any like Hello Kitty on the seats or anything?
Here we go. This is the plane.
Oh shit, they have.
Yeah.
Look at the
My first
headrest.
time I've been to Sydney, the flight back to Europe, that was done by Malaysian Airlines, and that was the time when they just lost two of their planes, so the
Yes.
flight was very empty.
Malaysian Airlines used to be a really good airline.
Yeah, and it's
Until it went
both
missing.
bad luck that they lost.
Yeah,
those two planes.
the Russians blew the shit out of one, right?
Yeah, the Russians took one down, and the second one is apparently a pilot that has gone rogue.
Look, They even had a Lufthansa pilot, you know, German Wings, that airline.
Yeah.
That
Horrible.
pilot. But
Yeah.
I mean, this can happen. You know what I mean? What the fuck do you do? You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Exactly.
What can
Do
you
you know that?
really?
Do you know that German Wings flight, the co-pilot went to the toilet while
Yes.
then the rogue pilot steered the plane to the ground, and the co-pilot took that fire axe and tried
Yes.
to open the door with a fire axe. That is what
Yes.
they found out later. So he was really trying everything to get back into the cockpit.
Yes. Nasty shit, isn't it?
Yeah.
Can you show us this Hello Kitty inside the so the air hostesses, they also wear Hello Kitty or something?
They had the Hello Kitty food there. You had the Hello Kitty.
Can you
food.
show me the picture of the air
Yes,
hostesses?
there you go.
Yeah. Wow,
Hello Kitty.
they're very
Hello
beautiful,
Kitty.
aren't they?
They're Taiwanese. Of course they're beautiful.
Wow.
That's where Chiang Kai-shek fucked off after he got booted out of China. You know Chiang Kai-shek? Higgins, you know Chiang Kai-shek, don't you?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
That was the ruling class in China. They fucked off and they started Taiwan. That's why there's a lot of hostility from China and Taiwan.
Super chat.
And that's where Chiang Kai-shek fucked off to. Timepiece Esquire, $5. People say the same thing about your show, that you should just... You said about Malaysian Airlines, you know, Archie. Archie's show used to be a good live stream. Sad.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, thank you.
Actually,
thank
I
you.
disagree with Timepiece Esquire. And Archie, I'm your biggest critic, or I have been. But you have my respect that after you returned from the US, and we all know what happened then, you managed to get many of the loyal supporters back, and many of the people who didn't want to do anything with you anymore. You got them back, and I think. No matter about the super chats, this is a good sign that you really get some very decent people back on your show.
Yeah, and I never realized. Tim always said how terrible you were, but in real life, when I started talking to you, you seemed quite reasonable, Jonathan.
Well, opinions are different about me, but
Tim was saying all sorts of horrible shit about you. He said, "Oh, he doxes this, he does this, But now that I've started talking to you, I think you're quite a reasonable guy."
Well, you know that Tim is full of shit, and I've been probably the first one whom he did it to, but I'm not the only one. You've been talking to JJ; he experienced the same, and Marco, he experienced the same, and now recently Z-Man experienced the same. So this is a common thing, but I'd rather not discuss too much. To be honest.
I totally look, and actually I was talking to Lux off air, and Lux said to me, "Yeah, we don't really talk about the Tim's show. We don't mention much stuff, and we don't, because we're not actively out there to hurt him or anything. We do our own thing. You know what I mean?"
Can you see on the picture the guy in the middle? Do you know him?
Yeah, that's Sam Chu. He's a very famous YouTuber who does a lot of aviation reviews. I like his reviews. I actually watch him. He's very popular.
Yeah, he's super nice.
Yeah, I also like 747. There's a pilot who does videos too. I love that sort of shit.
Oh yes. Mm-hmm.
You know, what's it called? 747.
I don't know. Have you seen the one as well?
Sorry, I like those videos when they approach the old airport in Hong Kong. The videos.
Yes, that's a great airport. That was very complicated to land there.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
Have you seen the one in London Heathrow where there's a guy? He goes to the top of the hotel and just films the planes like as they land live. Have you seen that one?
Yeah.
And he talks about all the planes as they're coming in.
Yeah, I like that.
And when it's windy, you can see them trying to land, and the plane is like going back, like swinging left to right as the wind is pushing it around.
Yes, that's right.
So I'll tell you the
100%
story.
right.
I'll tell you the story about smelly feet if you want on an
Okay.
airplane. I'm a bit embarrassed to say this, to be honest, but I'll tell it because I don't think there's anything I can do about it. So I was one of those people that ended up having smelly feet on an airplane because I was flying within Asia. I washed. Archie knows. When you're in a hot country, you wear sandals, right, or flip flops because it's so hot.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm wearing flip flops, but the night before I went to the airport, I washed my flip flops, and they didn't dry in time. And it turns out half not wet flip flops end up smelling, and they stunk out the whole fucking airplane. And the poor girls in front of me, they kept turning around. They had the safety cards in the seat pockets.
Mm-hmm.
They were waving their safety cards to try to get a draft, but they were drafting the fucking smell all around the cockpit. And they kept looking at me, giving me like dirty looks and stuff. And there was nothing I could do. My shoes were fucking.
Could you put them in a
half wet.
plastic bag? Could you put them in a plastic
Where's
bag?
the plastic bag coming from? I'm on an
You put it in
airplane. I don't know. I was just wearing
What
these
about
shoes.
the plastic bag? The pillow comes in, or the blanket comes in. Wrap it in that. That's what I would have done.
It was a short haul flight. There was no pillows. It's like an hour flight, 2-hour flight.
Holy
So-
shit! It's a terror.
Yeah, so these girls in front of me were stuck with me, on a 2-hour flight with fucking stinky sandals
What a-
next to them.
Fucking hell! What a disaster!
So whatever you do, if you wash your sandals, make sure they're fucking dry. Don't
Dry,
go anywhere.
Yes. That's an
Yeah.
awful story.
I felt so embarrassed, and you know what's even worse? I wasn't alone. I was with my girlfriend at the time.
Holy shit! How could
But
it
she
be
knew
so
the
bad?
problem. She knew what the problem was, and she's like, "Ah, shit! What can we do? There's nothing we can do about it."
That's awful.
Yeah.
That is awful, man. What can you say about that?
There's nothing
Holy
you can do about it.
fuck.
Super
Holy
chat.
fuck. Holy fuck, what a story. Super chat. Absolute bore. $2. Did you have hemorrhoids then as well, Lux?
I don't have fucking hemorrhoids. Why would you think I have hemorrhoids?
So, by the way, Archie, I watched your 80s show yesterday from
Yes.
last night, and
Yes.
I was happy to see this being back in paradise, in his musical
Yes.
paradise.
Yes. Hey, I got to get the super chat. Timepiece Esquire, $5. AC3's commentary sounds like British porn. Yeah, I like that. Yes. While not paying attention and getting no satisfaction. Great contribution, AC3. Thank you so much. We've got to play a song for our good. He doesn't like the song. Sorry, he doesn't like the song. Trooper, $5. Talking about warbirds. Higgins, your thoughts on the Messerschmitt versus the Spitfire?
I have not much to contribute because I'm not really a World War nut, so I don't know about those wars. I know that one was a German fighter plane and one was a British fighter plane. That's all I know about it. Sorry that I can't contribute more.
The Spitfire ended the winning, so I guess the Spitfire is better.
Well, I think it depended on the battle. Those were individual
Yeah, of course.
battles, haven't they?
I'm simplifying it, but
Yeah.
I guess it's the pilots more than maybe.
Yeah,
More
in the bottom line, the Spitfires were more successful than the Messerschmitt, yes.
Yeah.
But the Germans also, they invented the first jet engines. Did you know that? That developed out of World War II.
Well,
one of the
guys
reasons
who
the
developed
Americans... one of the reasons the Americans got involved was to steal all that technology.
Exactly, yes, and also the rocket technology. There was that mysterious missile that they were developing, and the people who were in that program then later constructed the Apollo program and put the first man on the moon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Werner von Braun.
Werner von Braun, exactly, yes.
Ah.
Have you been to Orlando to the JFK Space Center when you were in the US, Archie?
No. I didn't. I didn't go to Florida at all.
Okay, because that is really impressive. Have you been to there, Lux, or this?
Lux doesn't
Yeah.
want to go anywhere near Florida or Miami. Do you, Lux?
Archie?
Okay.
I have been
Archie,
there,
can
but
I
I
say
was,
something, Archie? Archie, you don't know when the fuck to keep your mouth closed.
No, because they have a Saturn V rocket horizontally in one of those hangars, and when you're standing under one of those turbines, or how do you say, under those engines, it's really impressive to see. You get a sense how powerful that machine is.
Yeah, sorry, Lux. I apologize, okay?
Yeah, I forgot that incident, Lux. Didn't want to hurt you.
Super chat.
Super chat. Here we go. Jock English, £2. Sing it, Arch. $7 a night. $7 a night.
You know what? You know what I've learned in life.
What's that?
Oh, I'm not going to go there. I'm not going to go there.
You go,
No,
what
go
have you
there.
learned in life? Go on. What have you learned?
Spice it up.
Never tell anyone. Never tell anyone anything about your life, because you never know when it might just come back to bite you in the fucking ass.
Oh no, yeah, you just brush it off and say, yeah, you just gotta make it no big deal. That's all you do, man. You gotta be cool about it. Be cool. Be cool.
I'm cool.
There is a question from Saad, which is not a super chat, but maybe we can talk about.
We love you,
Archie.
Lux. We love you. We love you here. We've got so many people who love you on this panel. You know that?
Super chat.
We love you here. Okay. You got to remember that. We really love you. Time
Super
here.
chat.
Super chat. $7 a night. Here we go. Timepiece Esquire, $2. Fatso, our room is true. You got the insurance? Dollars, you dog, you. What? Fatso, our room is true. You got the insurance. What's that mean?
Money.
Dollars.
You dog, you.
Dollar bills.
Coming soon. It's coming soon. I've just used a bit of a HELOC. I look, to be honest with you, I don't even know if I want terribly many watches anymore.
That's why I tell you, buy one heavy hitter, get rid of the rest.
Yeah. I mean, I hope everyone can have fame and money so they can realize it's not the answer to life. I wish everyone could have fame and money so they can realize that's not really the answer to life. Who said that?
What is the answer
Jim
to
Carrey
life?
said that. Jim Carrey said that. You know that?
Archie, what is the answer to life?
A bit of, the answer to life. I am still trying to find it. Okay, but $7 a night for a hotel in Hollywood sounds pretty good.
If I asked you this 4 years ago, you would say Rolex.
I don't know how many you really. One good Rolex is probably enough.
I don't understand what's so special about Rolex. There's so many brands out there. There's so many watch brands. Why is it always Rolex, Rolex, Rolex?
Ask 1,000 people which brand they associate with an expensive wristwatch, and you will get your reply.
Yeah, but people are sheep.
Doesn't matter. And Rolex does a pretty good watch.
Rolex makes a good all-rounder. I think the answer is they make a good all-rounder. They're waterproof. They're what they do.
What nothing waterproof.
A lot of watches aren't waterproof. The Speedmaster Man on the Moon's not waterproof, for example. There's a lot of watches.
Yeah, but
And the
Jack,
question is not, are they waterproof when they come from the factory? The question is, are they waterproof after 5 years of use?
Timepiece Esquire, $5. Look at it this way, Arch. Life could be worse. What if you woke up tomorrow, looked in the mirror, and were Higgins or Lux Report? Talk about a horror movie.
Archie would love to look like me. I'm a handsome devil. I got
Shots
all
fired.
the ladies.
I got to tell you, Lux is actually very, very lucky guy. He doesn't have 4 children. He's free to do whatever the fuck he wants.
I got a girlfriend that fucks me every night.
You're very lucky.
Yeah, and
But
I
you
have
should-
10 lunges to compensate for my ugliness, so I'm pretty good.
You got
Do
10
you have a-
Lange?
No.
Have you?
Do you have a girlfriend that fucks you every night?
He's got a beautiful wife. Higgins has got a
Jonathan?
wife.
Yeah, I know a wife, but does he have a girlfriend that fucks him every night?
How do you know she's beautiful?
She's Chinese, you said.
No, I didn't say that.
See, Jonathan.
I thought you said she's Chinese.
I didn't say
See,
that.
Jonathan. What did I just say? 10
She's
minutes
Asian,
ago?
isn't she?
I
Is
didn't
she
say
Asian?
that.
What nationality is she?
But Jamie said that she's beautiful, so I would agree.
What nationality is she?
I'm not gonna say that.
She's Asian.
Hey, if you're happy.
She's
that's all
not
that matters.
European.
look at Archie's smile. He knows when he's put his foot in it.
And don't forget to, whatever I make, 30% goes in Google, and I got to pay out. I pay a lot of people out on the shows, okay?
Who is your most expensive employee? Is it Bear or?
Whoa, Jonathan, we're not going there, Jonathan. I know the answer to that. I do the books.
I got to tell you, Jonathan, seriously, I actually really enjoy these streams. This is my night time. It's America's morning time. I think we got real genuine plastic bogan from Brisbane. I think that's such and such coming back, easing in.
Yeah, I love Plastic. Plastic
Who is
is
such and
one of the great characters. I think that there was recently a video where he imitated the Wizard when Nico Leonard was on. That was hilarious. I was laughing. I was in tears.
You know what I think such and such should do? I think he should make his own live streams.
You know, sometimes it's better to hop on now and then than having your own show.
Mm.
And probably Plastic is one of them.
Because you don't have to be stuck there for 3 hours. You can just jump on and jump off whenever you want.
Because I always had the fear that I have nothing to talk about.
Oh, Jonathan, we love to talk. We'd like to talk about Porsches. We like to talk about the fact you don't have a. That so annoys me. You don't have a garage.
Welcome
Get over
to the
it.
real world.
The thing is,
yeah. I'm sorry, Archie. Carry on.
the thing is that Plastic can be really nasty at times. You know, that's what I find with him. He's got a real nasty side to him. He's like the jock at high school who used to steal your milk, your lunch money. That's what he's like. And I mean, he can be nice, but he can be a real mongrel. Timepiece Esquire, $5. Lux couldn't cut it in the West and is conning his third world girlfriend with promises of taking her to America if she fikes him now and then. Great live, ha ha.
Well, Archie knows the truth, and he knows that is nothing of what such. Archie knows I would never.
You have a
take
good
any
life.
fucking
You
girl
have a good life. Lux has actually Lux.
I
you
do
can
have
tell.
a stick. I do.
You can tell you're becoming a bit of the furniture when Timepiece Esquire starts to involve you in his criticism. This is a very proud moment, Lux. He's welcomed you into the fold. Okay.
Thank you. I do a bit of a stick on these shows that I'm a poor boy from a poor family, and I'm needy, and I'm I've got nothing going for my life, and I'm a bit of a dimwit. But in reality, Archie knows I'm not stupid enough to ever take a girl to the Western world. You can take the girl out of Asia, but that's not a good idea.
$7 a night.
Would you ever recommend someone to take a girl out of Asia and take them to the Western world?
Look, it depends on your circumstances.
Well, from all your friends and contacts.
Super chat. I got a super chat. Timepiece Esquire, $2. Nailing third worlders is nothing to brag about. Whoa! I don't think Thailand is third. That's a developing. Thailand is a developing. It's not a. It's not a developed. It's not a developing. Thailand is a one rung above that. So I disagree with that. It's not third world, second world. And Crystal Kennedy, $3. Archie, Time Magazine listed Brisbane in 10 greatest places. I got to be completely honest with you. I think Brisbane is a really expensive city. Okay. And I don't mean to be rude, but I don't know why you would come here. Okay. Is that wrong to say that?
And it's bloody hot, isn't it?
Yes, it is bloody hot. It is. It definitely is. It can be awful, it can be really fucking awful.
Mm-hmm.
It can be awful weather,
No, but Archie, what you said earlier, that you really enjoy those shows, you can see the super chats are not really significant at that point of time, and maybe it's because the panel is boring or whatever. But it seems that you enjoy doing those. And
I do. I like him. I like him a lot.
You have my respect for continuing them, because the old Archie would have stopped them when the financial benefit is not after it.
Yeah, no, I quite enjoy them, and Lux loves them too, don't you? Me and Lux, I love to come on here and chat to Lux. Don't we, Lux? Lux?
Doesn't Lux love the money that he gets?
What? I love to come on here. I'm here because I enjoy it. Even if I wasn't getting paid, I'd be here. Super chat.
Super chat. Where
Play the
have
song.
you been?
Play the
He doesn't
song.
like the song. He doesn't like the song. Timepiece Esquire, $5. There's no such thing as second second world. Stutter much, Arch. Lay off the sauce. Your mind is foggy and your lips can't catch up with you. Thank you. Lay off the sauce. I love it.
What
You gotta
sauce are
love
you having,
him, don't
Arch?
you? You gotta love him, hey? You gotta love him. He's
a big supporter of yours financially.
Huge fan.
He's a
If
great
you was to
guy.
go to a third world country, which third world country would you go to?
I don't think Thailand is third world. Do you? It's a developing country.
It's not. It's developing. But if
Like India is a fucking third world. I mean,
Yeah, that's a
Africa is
shithole.
third world, isn't it?
India is a fucking shithole. I've been there, and it's a fucking shithole. You know how bad it is in India? You fly into the fucking airport. Sorry, yeah?
No, you might have people from India watching, and I know some excellent places in
And
India.
those Indian people watching will probably agree with me.
And maybe they won't. You're talking about a lot of people.
It's just my opinion.
Okay.
From my experience, okay? I've been there. It's been my experience.
I hope that
Have you
Jamie Opulence is taking me to.
India is absolutely amazing country, but there is things like there is extreme poverty, extreme wealth. It's a very, very amazing place. It's like nothing on earth.
Have you been to India, Archie?
No, but I want to go. I desperate, but I have watched the Grand. I have I have watched that movie where those Brits retired there. Remember that the Grand Budapest Hotel?
Yes.
No, not the Grand. What was it? No, that wasn't it. It was another movie. They remember they retire in India. Look, India is an amazing country. I think you've just got to. I
Can you hear the
also
cat?
yes, they're so
The
cute.
cat is bored.
The Philippines. I think that have you ever been to the Philippines, Lux?
Yes.
You have.
No,
What did you,
No, I haven't.
that's somewhere I've always been a bit. I don't know if I really want to go there.
I would say Philippines are less developed than Thailand from my experience.
It is less developed. Yep. Yeah, it is less developed. Definitely, I've heard the same thing. Malaysia, I really like Malaysia. You know, out of all the Asian countries, I actually like Malaysia. Here we go. Timepiece Esquire, $5. $5. Arch, you ever look at pics of walruses and wonder if you grew a moustache, whether you could live amongst them? Your body shape gives strong resemblance. Thank you for your super chat. Thank you so much.
I am the walrus.
The walrus, yes. These are third world countries.
Apparently, these are third world countries. Apparently, I'm not saying they are, but according to this website, Mexico.
Wow.
I wouldn't consider Mexico a third world, would you?
Oh, they got the
Isn't it-
drug thing, the cartel.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mexico's pretty fucking dangerous. Don't go there.
Guatemala, El Salvador,
Guatemala.
Nicaragua, Costa Rica, Jamaica, Honduras, Dominican Republic, Grenada, Saint Kitts and Nevis, Antigua and Barbuda, is it? Dominica, St. Lucia, Barbados, Trinidad and Tobago, Venezuela, Colombia. Oh, the list goes on and on and on. There's fucking hundreds of them. Jesus
What,
Christ.
Austria? Scroll up.
Let me go.
I think I saw Austria.
Sorry, there's thousands of these things.
Go a little bit down.
It's a troll, man. What the fuck?
Chile?
Huh? What?
I disagree with that. Go down.
It's a
Sweden?
Sweden.
Finland? Are they
Sweden.
out of their mind? Switzerland, Austria, come on.
Switzerland, apparently, Austria. What the fuck is wrong with these guys?
Tell that to the Swiss people who.
Listen.
I'll send you the link, okay? So then you can use this link and say, "Well, it's on this fucking
Yes.
website."
Next time I have a disagreement with Swiss, I'm gonna rub it under his nose.
I remember at the beginning when I mentioned this website, I did say according to this website, not according to me. All
This
right.
is why
So apparently,
you shouldn't believe everything you read on the internet.
yeah, this is bullshit.
That is nuts.
Like,
No, but look at the headline. I think it says during the World War or
it
something.
says list
no.
of third world countries.
No, go up.
Oh, fuck. I
During
fucked
the
it
Cold
up.
War.
Fuck. I fucked it up.
You need to read
Yes.
everything. We suck.
It's the small print, okay? It's the small print. You know, who
Yeah.
gives a shit? It doesn't matter. It's a small print. All right, shit. Okay.
Yeah, Danger Will Robinson says, please do not let Piroka know he lives in a third world country.
Well, I got another country on that list as well. Do you want me to show you the other country?
Sure.
Somebody's not going to be happy about this. Israel is on there as well.
Okay.
How's that? Israel's a highly developed country. How could they say that? I don't understand this.
Well, it's bumped in with Iraq, Syria, Egypt, South Sudan.
Israel's fucking loaded. I can tell you that now. Israel.
Yeah, just
hey,
look at.
speaking of which, we got Professor here to fix up the. Professor, tell us the truth, would you?
Wow.
Introducing El Professor.
Hello there.
Hello, sir.
Third developing countries. Israel's not a developing country. It's a first world, isn't it?
Indeed.
Archie, you weren't here, or maybe
They
you
have
weren't
fucking
listening.
nuclear weapons. You know this?
Hey,
Well,
What?
also Pakistan does, but it doesn't make it as a first world country. Sorry to say.
Oh, good point. And North
I
Korea as
Don't
well.
let Saad hear that.
Archie, look what's on there. Archie, Switzerland
No,
and
Saad is
Sweden.
fine.
So,
Super
Professor,
chat.
are you having tea with the Queen?
The Queen.
Yes.
Which Queen is that?
It's
Queen
the
of
background
Sweden.
screen you've got there. You're in the back. Where
No,
are
it's
you?
a king now. It's a king now. That is my mistake.
Ah, yes, the King. Oh no, these are previous kings.
Okay.
How are
So
you
what
going,
is the-
Professor?
Very good.
Super chat.
Here we go. Super chat. Timepiece Esquire, $10. Timepiece is smashing it. Perhaps what good is it doing? AC3's dad's friends were saying the same thing about him. The result, a moustache-less walrus talking about watches he can't afford. Thank you
Ooh,
so much.
shots fired?
What is? Oh,
Shots fired. Hit the deck. Pow.
yeah.
Archie,
Yes, sir.
What are we talking about?
turn your camera on. What are you doing? I feel that you've.
We have been talking
That's
about
the
our
building.
worst flight experiences, Professor. Do you have anything?
Oh,
Do you have anything to contribute to that?
in what ways? I mean, plane about to
planes.
crash or bad
Yeah.
Yes,
people?
yes. Screaming
Oh,
children, toilet smells, anything that's disastrous.
well, I think all of them I have experienced, all short of having the plane crashing, but engine going out, fire inside the cabin on commercial flights and
Wow.
private flights, all kinds of things. It's common when you fly a lot. I mean, I used to fly quite a bit. By bit, it's above 150,000 miles a year, close to 200. So it's quite a bit of flight. You do experience such things, right?
Yeah.
But it's
Hasn't-
okay. Planes are very safe, extremely safe, much safer than anything else,
Yeah,
any other transportation mode.
Yeah, the people in the driver's seat are usually more qualified than the normal car driver, aren't they?
Well, they're not really piloting, they're just observing because everything is computerized. And besides possibly the landing and the takeoff for the first minute, everything else is fully automatic. And it's done from the point of departure at the gate all the way until you arrive.
Which
It's all
plane is this?
pre-planned.
Which plane is this?
All of them, all of them, all of them. Everything is flown autopilot. I mean, they're just there observing, seeing, looking, but nothing. They don't take the wheels of the plane and fly them. They don't. That has been going on for decades now.
Super chat.
Super chat. Where have you been? Here we go. Timepiece Esquire, $5. AC3, I just realized your watch collection could be classified as a third world country. Sad, slowly developing with little hope of success. Thank you.
I think, Archie, with all respect, that is a very well made point, I must say.
Thank you.
Fuck.
Why? I mean, very few
At
people
least
have.
he has a watch collection. I don't have a watch collection.
No, I think we're being very elitist. Most people do not even have a luxury watch.
Yeah.
No, I
mean,
think
they
you're right.
cannot. So we're very blessed that we have one. And if Archie has 6 or 3 or 5, he's very blessed. We tend to go for the outliers, the ones who have, 5 Patek Principe, 1 Audemars Piguet, Vacheron Constantin, and all of that. But we are very privileged to have all this.
Super.
I think we should be humble about it. And going back to this question earlier, what's life? I mean, life is many
Bugsy
times
Malone, £2.
life.
Timex Expedition North Titanium. Look at it, Arch. I will. Keep going. What is life, Professor? What is the meaning of life? What is the point of all of this stuff?
I mean, it's easy to say I don't know, but I think you should try within your means to
Hold and
impart.
possess.
No, hold and possess for what? No, try and help as much as you can other people who are in need. And then, I'm not saying give everything of your own to everyone else, but try and be more mindful, humble. We all tend to be on a pedestal thinking that we're big shit if we do
Archie is
grand
very
things.
humble. I can say Archie is
I
very
think,
humble. He just
yeah.
gives to charity. He helps those in need. I see that.
No, I'm sure, but he has a family as well, so you need to be mindful of that. But try and do a good deed.
He does. He does.
Kids always, try and do a good deed as much as you can, help the other one. And racism and all of that doesn't go very far in general. Okay, we put down other people who have watches of certain brands. It's okay. I mean, we tend to dramatize things, but if you have a watch, enjoy it, live with it, enjoy life as much as you can, whatever that means, and do a good deed. And time passes very quickly.
Yeah, you very soon realize that more than half of your life is over.
Yeah, I mean it's hard, I understand, not to hold. Of course, we all like to hold things. We are as humans, we tend to be jealous excessively. We like to possess, and we tend to be very ungrateful. But you only help people for you, for yourself. You do a good deed, so you're happy.
SD43, £2. I come here to avoid life and relax. Calm down.
Okay, well,
But I think that the professor made a good point about our snobbery and lack of being humble. When Archie made that 80s show yesterday, I was taken back to 1985. That was before I bought my first Rolex watch, and my first Rolex watch was my ultimate goal. More important to me than buying a fancy car or something like that. And I was so much looking forward to owning one, and now own a couple of them and having a collection. We are really privileged because many people are on that step and are dreaming about owning one. And we are talking here about collections and looking down on Speedmasters or whatever, which is really snobbish. I agree with you.
Archie, did you get the previous super chat, Bugsy Malone? Did you get that one?
Bugsy Malone. I think I did, yes. The Timex Expedition North Titanium. Look it up, Arch. I'll bring it up. And we've got a super chat here from my good friend Timepiece Esquire, $5. I work 24/7, 365. Third world Lux use banana peel as clothing and toilet paper. Who is more privileged, carefree and broke Lux, or rich and handsome me?
If you're working 24 hours, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, I feel bad for you, time.
Yeah, so I'm more privileged because I don't have to work 365 days a year.
If that's really the case, Lux is more privileged than you because you're a slave to your work.
In fact, evidence is showing that if you do work 4 days a week rather than 5, you're more productive and you end up living more. And it seems that the world is going to advance towards a 4-day weekend. So unfortunately for those who work 7, either they're cleaning dishes or they're cleaning toilets. And there's nothing wrong with that because there are a lot of people, I mean, as we said, Archie, yesterday, in America, 75% of the population goes from paycheck to paycheck. So, you know, when we talk about watches, we're really talking about maybe the 2% of the population of the US and probably of the world, not even the world, because that's even less. So we tend to be very privileged. But look, everybody has his own thing, you know.
Well, I live on the beach. I live on the beach. I live in paradise. I work 1 hour a day. So yeah, I think I'm pretty privileged. I don't have any stress.
And those who are wealthy are the ones who have lax time.
Yeah, I got all the time in the world.
Yeah, and Lux is privileged that he has a boss like Archie who pays him $1,000 for 1 hour.
Exactly.
So it
exactly.
should be enough.
Yeah.
So
Hey, Archie, how much do you think this Patek will go for? You gave a figure which I tend to agree the other day.
Yeah, that's the
you know,
the
this
Chinese
Patek.
love that. It's got a the Chinese super. There's some very super rich Chinese, and it belonged to one of the last Chinese royalty. It'll go $20 million, I think.
Yeah, I
Yes.
think it will go even above that.
Just because it was owned by the last emperor, because there is a development that goes against that. The watch is only 30 millimeters in diameter.
Doesn't
And,
matter. It could
and
be 20
recently-
millimeters. It would still go for crazy money. Trooper, $5. Archie, if you go back in time, would you still be fascinated in watches? That's a very good question. No idea. You would never know until you went back. But as time travel is not possible, it doesn't matter. And here we go. Timepiece Esquire, $10. You guys don't like work because you were not the boss. It is not as bad to be at the office when it's your office. You brought all the creature comforts and everyone listens to you. Try it and see.
But you're still stuck in the office. You're not on the beach with your coconut and your pina colada. You're stuck in a fucking office, right?
After a certain point, money doesn't make a difference.
And Timepiece Esquire, with all respect, when you live such a great life, why do you feel the need to shoot shots against Archie all the time? So what are you trying to compensate for?
And actually, if you are a CEO of a company and you have a good management team, you should be less at the office and let them run it than be
we missed
physically at the office.
Timepiece Esquire's super chat, apparently.
Sorry, Timepiece Esquire. Here we go. You missed my super chat, Fatso. Here we go. And just Timepiece Esquire. This one here, Timepiece Esquire, $5. We did that one.
No, we did that.
Next one.
you did that too.
Well, we did the next
We
one.
did that one too.
Okay, this one.
This
We
one
did
too.
that, the walrus one. We did that one. We did that one too. It's another walrus one.
Did you do that $10 one? You
Yes,
guys
we
don't
did.
like
We did
walrus.
that one.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. No, we did them.
Yeah, we did that
Muhammad Ali, £20. It's important to be humble. I was impressed when Austin was in Thailand and a local man showed him his fake Rolex, and Austin was down to earth and approached it was as the best watch this man could get. Yeah, I think Austin.
As long as you're happy, as long as it brings
Yeah.
you happiness.
Yeah, and let
Yeah,
me
we
add,
also
Muhammad
have,
Ali is also a very humble guy, super nice guy. We very often have him after our show, and we know him really well, and he became a very good friend of us. Thank you very much, Muhammad Ali.
Muhammad is a great guy. He's been a very big supporter of mine for a long time.
Yes.
Thank you, Muhammad.
I remember him as well. We've had some amazing super chats tonight. I don't understand how come people are so generous. It's fantastic, guys. I really do appreciate it.
Thank you.
Very humbling experience.
So,
So
you know, Archie, there are two issues with this watch. Some Chinese could go for it, as you say. There is one view that a lot of the very, very wealthy Chinese could compete for the watch when it's auctioned. And however, the other view says that, well, one is that, and the other view says that some Chinese or many of the very wealthy Chinese might not go for it because it is related to the past, which
Oh no! They
know.
they like collecting that shit. The super rich love that stuff. They'd like to put it in
Okay.
their case, their display case. No, they like that.
Super
I think
chat.
it will go above 30.
Wow. Yeah, I tend to.
I think
I
it will
tend
go
to
above
agree with
seen
30.
the
you.
condition of the movement of this particular watch yet?
Condition, what is that, Higgins?
The condition of the movement of this Patek, because the dial looks horrible, and
Well, it's original, but at least it's not redone.
yeah.
But
No.
you know,
But I wonder how the condition of the movement is when the dial is so corroded.
You ready to
I
say
don't
it?
know.
Another super chat by
Hello.
Timepiece Esquire.
Maybe
Timepiece
this
Esquire.
year
Thank you so much there. Timepiece Esquire, $10. None of you know what it means to build something of significance, consequence. There is no desire to leave the office and not work. It is very fulfilling knowing you are doing something important.
Thank
Very
you.
interesting.
Yeah, and apparently it's very important for him to talk about it.
No, it's good. We can learn something. We all can learn from Timepiece.
we'll come and work for you. Maybe we're unhired.
Oh, that's actually a good question. Maybe I should ask Timepiece if he's willing to offer me a job. I have a lot of skills. Timepiece. I could. What can I do? I could clean the floors. I could go to the bathroom and clean the bathroom. I could be your maid if you want me to be a maid. Clean the house.
Babysitting? Babysitting?
I don't like kids. I can't do that. I don't like kids.
Super chat.
Okay. Oh,
Super chat. Where have you been? Patel Philippe, $5.50. Higgins, your favorite Lange one of these: stainless steel, honey gold, or closed case back?
Has to be stainless steel, no doubt about that. Super rare.
They did that. They did a stainless steel Lange one.
Yeah, they did a couple of them, and they're super collectible, super rare. And I really like them just for being stainless steel. You know how rare stainless steel Patek Philippe's are, so
Yes.
It's in my opinion the same.
100% right. That's amazing stuff.
Visually, I'm not a fan of the closed case backs. For some reason, I want to have a look on the movement, even though
Yes.
the Lange 1 movement is that big 3/4 plate.
Yes.
But you have those beautiful chatons, so I really would like to see them, have a look at them. Honey gold is a very hard alloy, which is interesting. So, but my love goes out for the stainless steel ones.
By the way, this Timex that was brought up onto the screen, have you mentioned about this? Do you like it?
Yeah, it looks very much like a Hamilton khaki, but
I think the diameter is a little bit bigger, isn't it?
I think so.
Fuck, is
Very
it really
good
$1,000?
utilitarian. Yeah, it's a very good Timex isn't a super luxury brand. It's quite affordable.
Let's be honest. That is all you really need.
Yes.
Super chat.
Timepiece Esquire, $10. The thought of anyone employing you, Lux, seems like a bigger questionable decision than the time Archie went on a month-long world tour to US and was too busy to take his watches to the bank vault.
Oh,
And we've
shit.
got creating wealth out of thin air, $2. Wise 5396R015 trading far less than retail Arch. Well, that the 53. The problem is they got the 5205, which is very a little bit more modern. 5396. It depends on the dials, but I still think they're a stunning looking watch. Very stunning.
And no, they're not dropping like stones. Let's be honest.
No, they're not dropping like stones. That's exactly right.
Um,
And we've got Bugsy Malone here, £2. The Timex can be bought under £300 in the UK.
oh, that's good. That's,
Yes.
yeah, 300 quid's good for that watch. Titanium as well, very light. I think that's a good deal.
AC3, $5.50. AC3, pull up the Lange
Oh
Pour
my
Le
God.
Mérite Tourbillon and give us your thoughts.
I'll bring it up for you, Archie.
Thank you. Thank you.
If you give me a second.
Archie, you sound tired.
Yeah, I've been a bit tired today, but I like to give you guys good value. And I actually enjoy these streams. These streams are nice and relaxed, and it's beautiful.
Wait, I don't know if
No,
that's the
that's
right one. Wait, it's not the right one. It's not the right one.
I think he's talking about the Lange 1 pour le Mérite Tourbillon. Lux,
My
can
God.
Can
Well,
you?
Don't you put Lange 1?
Yeah, there is a Lange 1 Tourbillon pour le Mérite, there is a Lange pour le Mérite, and there is a Richard Lange pour le Mérite. So the question is, which one?
Which one? Yes. And I got another super chat from Timepiece Esquire, $10. Many members of the watch community lost hundreds of thousands of dollars after being conned and tricked by the wizard with false promises. AC3, he lost hundreds of thousands by not taking watches to the bank. Thank you, Timepiece Esquire. Thank you for your
Yes,
concern.
and some people who were only speculating with those hype pieces have lost hundreds of thousands as well, because the market went down for those hype pieces. Tanzir, can you drop me a message which Lange pour le Mérite?
He says yes, Lange 1.
Lange 1, okay. Yeah, that is okay.
That is
That is not the
absolutely
Lange 1.
beautiful.
Lux.
No.
That is not the Lange 1.
All right, which one do I search? Because I put Lange 1.
So just Google Lange 1, and it has a black dial. Scroll down.
This one?
No. Scroll down. Maybe you put in black dial.
Okay.
Is the Tourbillon?
Yes.
It's the same watch.
Okay, 1 second. Let me check. Why doesn't it show? Your Google is faked. Here, stop. Stop.
Is it this one? That one?
Yeah, that one.
Oh, that's nice.
So Archie, you are called to give your opinion about that.
Absolutely stunning and gorgeous. I love it. Absolutely. I love the Lange one. I always love that series of watches. How could you
So
love
that is a limited edition with enamel dial. The balance cock of the tourbillon is black polished. That is a huge, massive part which is black polished, outstanding. And if you reverse that watch, it has some additional decoration on the balance cock and also on the bridges. This is one of my holy grails.
Yes,
Unfortunately,
sir.
totally sold out. It has a diamond
Okay.
cover stone.
Guys, I'm gonna go to bed now. And it's got that center bit there. Look at that, the center bit which people criticized it for. But
You got
So
some
what?
super chats, by the way.
the island there.
The island, but
there.
that is beautifully engraved.
Oh,
And
right.
have a look. That there are internal angles. Lange usually doesn't do internal angles and anglage. and you can see plenty of internal angles on that pierced bridge. So that is really cool.
Super chat timepiece Esquire, $10.
You ready?
Did
No,
you do that
we,
one?
we did that one. We did that one.
Okay.
Did that one. Okay, guys, I will see you tomorrow. See you in the morning.
Super chat.
Super chat. Creating wealth out of thin air, $2. Most watches lose dollars like cars, but Rolex. Why, Archie? Most watches lose dollars like cars, but Rolex. Why? Well, it's supply and demand. Rolex never used to be like that. It's just that it is so. It's become.
But Rolex has so much supply, though, right? That's what shocks me.
Yeah, I think the professor put out a number. The demand is sevenfold of the supply that Rolex is able to supply.
Archie,
Did you
if you
say
want to go
that, or somebody else?
Yes, I did. I did say that. It's not only that. I mean, there is Jonathan, the difference. One of the big differences between Lange and Patek is branding.
I'll be back in a minute. Just give me 2 minutes.
Right?
1 minute.
I mean,
I'll be back in a minute.
Substantively, the two are different. Of course, you might say, "Oh, okay." One would say Lange is better, Patek is better. But what makes Patek be Patek is the branding.
Yeah.
And what makes Rolex being Rolex is branding.
Yeah.
It has a humongous brand recognition that is the best in the world, which everybody else wants to have. Whether you are a bank, you want to be like them. Whether you are a car, you want to be like them. I'm not talking about what is the movement, which movement is better, but it's really branding. People are buying more about the brand than about the watch.
Sure, but that brand recognition, that drives the demand, doesn't it?
Yes, of course it does, but at the same time, it has been there historically for 70 years. People are brainwashed in looking at people's wrists wearing Rolex on every movie. And when you see today the same with some of the other brands, Patek, you get a sense I'm getting a watch, a nice watch, I'm paying 40, 50,000. Nothing wrong with Patek, but you're really not buying the movement. You're buying the brand. If you want to buy the movement without the brand, you go for Lange.
Of course.
It's a better watch. It's a far better watch. But Lange is not where Patek is. The same with some of the other brands that are not known. Richard Mille. Okay, let's go to that category. You're buying effectively reconfigured AP in a case that has been reconfigured, but you're paying at least $400,000 to $500,000. So it has to do with branding.
Of course,
a lot of it is branding, and people want to have it for brand recognition, for success, and also for liquidity. And fortunately or unfortunately, Rolex pieces, at least the steel ones, are more liquid. Go and sell, if you are in a funny country, a Calatrava, good luck. They will probably kill you and take the watch as well and throw it in the river. I'm exaggerating a little bit, but I'm just saying that it is brand recognition. Omega will never be Rolex because Omega is Omega. Omega is 2 clicks below Rolex, although some of its pieces are fantastic. They're stellar, but they will never be Rolex. And they're running behind the Rolex bandwagon for the last 25 years, since Hayek, 20 years, whenever in the 1990s, late 80s, he purchased Omega, right? And they're running behind, coming up with so many iterations of the moon watch that I lost count. Where is the moon? Is it over here? Is it over there? You
But
know,
Professor, you're making a good point, and I can tell you, I bought all my Lange watches over 4 years ago, and back then everybody was talking about the toxic sludge and Langes suck at the secondary market, and I was just blown away by that ignorance, and I thought, oh, those are fantastic watches for fantastic prices to have had, and
yes.
that is when I bought them, and that gave me a huge amount of satisfaction. Now pricing of Langes is going totally out of control because there are so many people who realize how great they are. So they are on the way of brand recognition, but I agree they are far from being where Patek is.
All right, we got
Yeah,
some
and
super
the other.
chats.
Okay.
Sorry,
Archie's
sorry.
here.
Yeah,
You want to read
sorry.
it without him?
Timepiece Squire. We'll read it when Archie gets back. Just to let you know. Sorry, El Professor.
Okay. The other point that you bring up, Jonathan, is that you know, these watches are great, but there is something you used in terms of the wording. It's the demand. We are in a very different demand-driven situation with watches. People have a lot of money
Yep.
and they're going for anything that is flying. So whenever whenever there is a thing about Patek, everybody flogs into it. When they cannot get hold of the Pateks, they go, you know, Lange, they go AP, they go, and if you replicate this, and because there was so much liquidity over the last 2.5 years, less so today, between you know the Bitcoin, crypto world, stock markets, cheap money, COVID, and the groupthink element, everybody thinking alike. Oh, this is suddenly an investment. I'm going to invest. Oh, I'm going to get into it. People are running out of options. They don't
Yep.
have enough options. You know, I mean, Patek can only produce so many watches, and if you add the gray marketeers and the backdoor ADs who were selling a lot of these watches to gray marketeers for a profit shared between the two of them, you run out of watches very quickly. And if you get the ordinary guy who traditionally wanted to buy a watch because to celebrate accomplishments in life, he has no access to that. And the whole frenzy has reached a new level, and I think it's going to continue. And I think the Swiss and the Germans, but predominantly the Swiss, because it is a huge industry for them, are in the golden age of demand.
Yep.
This has never been seen before, Jonathan. It's just
Oh yeah.
crazy, crazy
And
stuff.
now 300 million Chinese will compete soon with those guys.
Absolutely. And then, you know, the Indians, when
Yeah.
they become the second largest economy or the first,
Yeah.
the largest economy, I don't know, between the two of them, the comment about India, you know,
Yeah.
fine, yes, India it has pockets of poverty and some of it extreme poverty, and yes, 500 to 600 million people have no access to proper toilets. That's fine. But if you look at the list of billionaires, the you know amongst the top 100, 10 or
Yeah.
15 of them are Indians, and they will command a huge place in this watch
Sure.
industry. They're
Sure. And
buying like crazy.
yeah, and the wealthy middle class in India is getting bigger as well. And so 1 million watches that Rolex is able to produce per year sounds like a drop in the ocean compared to that massive demand that we will face in the next decades.
Absolutely. Yeah, very correct.
Archie, you got some super chats. A lot of
We got
super
some
chats.
super chats. Hey,
Read
fantastic.
from Esquire.
Here we go. We got Timepiece Esquire, $2. AC3, guard your dreams like you do your watches. Oops. And we've got another one. Timepiece Esquire, $5. What do Archie's Rolexes and a leash have in common? They both are sweating on Fatso's wrist and attached on other side to a dog. When pigs fly, AC3's in the air. Thank you so much. And Timepiece Esquire, $5. Enjoy my money, Arch. You're a good chap. Always ready to take it on the chin, just like some ladies of the night, taking it on the chin for a couple of dollars. You betcha. Thank you, sir. And
Well,
Timepiece,
Archie's life.
Timepiece Esquire, $5. Pockets of poverty and no access to a proper toilet. It's not nice to talk about Archie behind his back, Professor.
And I didn't say about this. I didn't say about you.
That's so
I'm
good.
saying about toilet.
No, but
Guys,
yeah,
Guys,
you're interrupting the discussion that I have with the professor, because I have one question which is burning.
Super chat.
Oh my God, we'll never finish with this.
Will Money. We hope
Wait.
not. Doesn't the charity trust ownership of structure of Rolex have much to do with it? They can think in generalization terms, not just this year's share price. Yes, they can
In
future
generational
plan.
terms.
Yeah,
I-
very, very,
Yeah.
Damn,
Very-
also.
true point. Very
Read this.
true point.
Another super chat.
And we got another super
Damn.
chat here. Thank
Patel-
you so
Patel
much,
Philippe.
guys. Patel Philippe, $5.50. Archie, when you were gone, we said Lange is toxic sludge. Do you agree still, or have you become a soft cock in your old age? I actually really like Lange.
Archie, you have been one of the
Lange.
worst calling Lange toxic sludge and they suck on the secondary market. You have been the worst offender in that regard. And I was
Prices are
totally
changing.
pissed.
The
I was
prices
totally
are
pissed
changing.
off by your
The
ignorance.
prices are changing. The prices are changing.
Yeah, but Archie, that is big. That is only because you're such a money hungry bitch. Excuse my language.
No, that's
Because
okay.
you realize how great Lange is when secondary markets are going up. You don't recognize a good watch when it's cheap. That is your problem.
I know what you're saying, guys.
I say that in all respect and in all friendship to you.
No. I greatly appreciate it. You guys are fantastic. I love you guys. And today's been a fantastic stream. Thank you so much, guys. Guys, I got to get to bed. It's after 10. And I want to thank you for coming on. Thank you for supporting me. And we'll catch up tomorrow. Lux?
Yes.
Very good night. Okay, guys, we'll see you
Good night.
tomorrow. Love yous all, guys. Thank you so
Bye-bye.
much.
Good night.
That was a good discussion today. I really enjoyed it. That was cool.